I've got them on speaker, Erica and Heather. Starting with Erica. Erica is the creative director at WhoDunnit Murder Mystery Theater. Erica, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We've just been
Good.
prepping for a big party that we're throwing for all our season ticket holders and cast members for the season.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And Heather Hensley, who is the executive, give me the title again, executive producer and an actress there. What's up, Heather?
So we're both in it. We're partners in crime for life.
Oh, nice. I think we're on to something here. We're gonna have some. I think we might have some TMZ sound bites out of you too. I'm looking forward to it. So, let me start. Let me start with Erica. Erica, give me before we get into the theater thing. Give me a little background on you. What's your story?
Well, with my whole acting career, I started out with a little zombie film that is kind of a cult classic called Dead Moon Rising. And that was, about 10 years ago. Maybe 11 years now, God. And did that one with Jason Crow and Tucky and a lot of other amazing local actors and actresses. Had fun with that, and that's how I got into the theater. Is from one of the extras wanted me to come and audition for him for WhoDunnit, and that was 10 years ago. So I've been acting with them since then, and I've done over 30 different plays with WhoDunnit, and just took over the company as the creative director January 1st of this year.
Oh, okay, cool. Heather, what about you? How long have you been in front of the camera, entertaining people?
Pretty much ever since I was about 5 years old. I was Annie in the production Annie, and just kept going with it. Took a break for a little while and decided to come back at it. And then me and Erica ran into each other at a play, and we've been best friends since then. And then she kind of introduced me to WhoDunnit and
begged her to join.
Yeah. And we haven't looked back. And then we both decided that we wanted to further our career in WhoDunnit, and both of us got the opportunity to take over and hopefully do some good things.
Well, Erica, how long with the WhoDunnit Murder Mystery Theater? When did it originate? How long has it been going on?
Well, here in Louisville, it's been 11 or 12 years now. And then it originated in Rhode Island, and they had,
they've been doing it for a long time, probably at least 10 years there, maybe more.
Maybe 15 or more years in England. So they still, when they left that WhoDunnit going, and then they had WhoDunnit KY, WhoDunnit Kentucky.
Not the jelly.
Yeah, not the jelly.
We'll get there later. Pace yourselves, ladies. So yeah, and then all right. So it obviously is. It all resides here in Louisville. And so you've been, Erica. You've been the creative director since the beginning of the year. But how long have you actually been involved with this?
Since 2007, I believe. 10 years.
Okay.
10 years in November of past year. So 2006, actually.
Is that the same with you, Heather? You've been with this long as well?
No, I've only been here for one season, and I was kind of shocked that got into it, got cast in pretty much everything since then, and then was offered the opportunity to be the executive producer because of my background with theater. It would not be the first time that I've been an executive producer of a company, and I knew I could bring something to the table.
This with the theater, as I'm understanding this, you do different shows throughout the year, but you guys are these stories or the performances is you guys are writing. You're doing all the storylines, correct? This is not, you're not taking some other mystery and bringing it to life. This is your all's creation, correct?
It is WhoDunnit's creation, yes. Ann Waterman, who is one of the founders of WhoDunnit, she has written most of the plays that we do, and then she gives us licensing to do them still, whenever we want. And then we've had a few other people write some plays for us, and we are very open to anybody who wants to try and write us one.
We like to help other people. Well, we love having new stuff come in.
What's the as far as how many people are involved as far as the company goes, or besides you two? Kind of give me a layout of how different roles or people are involved?
Well, all theater companies have to have a board. So you have the president, the vice president, treasurer, stuff like that. And that kind of have to have those meetings and stuff in order for companies to work. If Erica and I don't agree on something, which has not happened, we present it to the board, and then we talk back and forth with the board, and then everybody votes on it. I mean, it's kind of that type of organization, and that's probably about 5 other people.
And then me and her run it.
Yeah.
And then approximately 30 actors, give or take. They kind of rotate in and out.
Yep.
Okay. Well, give me a few minutes. I will do my best to try to get you ladies to disagree on something. So the night's still young. Now, I have to. Are the actresses? Are these paying gigs for these people? I mean, are these? I mean, it's legit work, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a nonprofit, so
right.
We can tax.
Yeah. So as far as the 2 actors that are involved, is there tryouts? How do you all come about finding people to partake?
Yes, I actually just held auditions because I'm directing the next show, which is starting September 16th. And it's one of our more popular shows. It's a recurring character called Dr. Angus McCrimmon, who's a physician and detective in the early 1900s. And he actually is played by Frank Whitaker, who's returning. Very beloved actor, character, all in one.
And we hold those auditions every couple of months and constantly are bringing people in, and we try to get the old and we love having new people come in. So it's a lot of fun.
All right. So that's cool. You're keeping your actors, your resources fresh. But do you find when you're putting together a performance, do you audition based on the script, or how does that kind of all play out?
Well, yeah, we have cold read from the script and then kind of make our decisions based on what it says in the descriptions of each character. And we even had the playwright here telling us, okay, this is how this character should be. You should have them read like this. And it was very helpful, which was Ann Waterman as well. And unfortunately, we didn't have hardly any guys audition. So we're still looking for a couple of good gentlemen to audition for us, possibly. So
really?
They just have to have a British accent.
Yeah, you got one of those?
Not readily available. Yeah, I'd have to, put headphones in my ear while I fall asleep and let it play through the night. But, now, like, how many performances do y'all try to do each year?
6 different plays.
Yeah,
plays. It has 4 different plays season.
Okay.
And show, besides the Christmas show, which has a lot more, probably double, is 6 to 7 performances, where the Christmas show is 12 to 14 performances.
Yeah, we have Friday night shows and around Christmas time, where it's that popular around Christmas. We have to open both nights up.
Yes.
All right, so both nights. So what is the nights or nights that you all actually do the shows?
It's mostly Saturdays. We have some in the holidays.
And then we book private parties as well.
Yes.
We get hired by businesses wanting to have a cast, like some type of party for their organization as a thank you, or Christmas parties, or just anything. We get hired for some pretty random stuff.
We performed in people's basements next to gym equipment.
Right. I mean,
for real? Well,
they paid us.
No. Oh yeah. You got the money, we got the time. Well,
right, exactly.
Money, yeah, right. Now, give us an idea of a show night. What is basically the format or what people can expect when they show up to a play?
So seating starts at 6:30, and they check in at the check-in table. They're shown to their table, which they're all private tables, and they know ahead of time how many people are in their party and yada, 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 So then they sit down. Shortly after that, the actors will come out about 6:50 or 6:45, depending on how many audience members we have, and they'll start mingling to each table and introducing themselves. People can ask them questions, try to get to know them, their characters, that is.
Yeah, and they're in character the entire time.
We cannot break.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, we have people like, "What's this picture of you, Erica?" Like, what did you do before this? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah, have to throw them every time. You're really good with improv.
Yeah. And then at 7 o'clock, they get salad. So the salad course is served. And they have servers that offer alcoholic drinks, because who doesn't like to drink at a show?
Who doesn't?
That's right.
Who doesn't like to? Who doesn't like to drink hosting a podcast either? Just saying.
Oh, but we're drinking
wine, so we're drinking right
So
now.
Yeah.
cheers.
All right. Cheers. Back at you. So you do. There's a dinner. So there's actually a dinner involved.
It's a
Okay.
So after the salads and the interacting with the cast goes backstage. We come out and do scene one. Then we go off stage again, and we come back out, and dinner is being served, and we're mingling. And that's usually after a murder has happened, so people are asking questions to try and figure out who done it. Then fill out. Then we do the scene two. We come back out after scene two. They are serving dessert, and they are filling out their solution cards, hanging them in to the actors after we sing happy birthday to whoever wants to. So much fun.
You can personalize that if there's somebody's anniversary, birthday. We recently had somebody who had 8 years in the U.S., so I made up a song on the fly to sing them a happy anniversary song for being here in the U.S. So
That's cool.
It's a good time. Yeah.
So they have their cake, and we sing, and they hand in solution cards, and we go do scene three, and they find out who did it. And then at the end, we do our bow, and we have our little spiel and give out awards to the two winners, because we give out our Math and Detective Award is the most correct answer.
Right.
And we
there's truly fan or audience interaction with this as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it makes them feel
cool.
more into the story.
Right.
So it's an experience for them.
Do you is there with a murder, is it I'm assuming the murder is probably not to the extreme where it might disrupt a meal?
Oh, if talking blood and gore, no.
Yeah. No severed limbs.
Not severed head, but she put her head back on before she came back out stage.
We had to tell her to put her head back.
No Kathy Griffin here. We're okay.
No.
I'm a little political here, but we get it.
I was live on stage once, but there was no blood.
And that was a huge stump. She did that really.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. When you all write this, obviously part of the creativity is to lay out clues to, during a performance so that people are, get an idea. But do you all have your M. Night Sixth Sense type play where, you've got all these subtle clues and then you throw that freaking curveball at the end?
I mean, yeah, a lot of people assume that it's something when they walk in, and then some of the script will be, oh yeah, it's totally going to be the person, and then something happens and it throws them for a loop, and then when they thought that they were positive who it was, they are shocked, and then at the end of it they said, I should have gone with my first instinct, and people start cracking up at the end of it, and people yell out when they find out who did it and why. I mean, it's hysterical when people yelling and laughing, and I mean, it's you're having a night when people are yelling out at you when they find out who did it.
Oh my God, I knew it was that.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun.
You all welcome that. You welcome that type of interaction during. So it's kind of like my little tag at the beginning of the show where it's serious but not so serious. You want to have some fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, are these plays is it adult theme or is it family friendly? How's that?
Friendly. Yeah. There is definitely some adult humor in a lot of them that we catch it, but the kids are not necessarily going to catch it. And
I wouldn't be bringing your 5-year-old nephew or anything.
Right. Some of the ladies are dressed a little bit more risque in some of them and everything else. And so when I take phone calls for that, I tell people, this person's kind of not wearing a whole lot. And, if you're okay with your 5-year-old seeing that, by all means, bring them. So, it kind of just is based off of what a parent thinks is okay and what is not.
Yeah. Sometimes we have fun.
Okay. So all right. So you leave that to the discretion of a parent or whatever. So.
Exactly. Yeah. I have kids and I let them see it, but we're theater people, so it's different. So, but
at the same time too, you're not putting on these plays for kids though. These are really right. So now what happens, and I'm maybe going off base here, but what happens if you got a situation where someone's brought children, and you got a few kids, and kids after a certain amount of time, they kind of, no offense, but would possibly lose. You can't keep their attention, and then they become like a distraction. I mean, or how do you all go ahead?
In character, I mean, I've dealt with that in character. I generally try to do something in character, trying to get them to settle down and relax and stuff, and it kind of works. Not all of the cast members do that, but there's enough of us in the cast that know how to kind of wrangle those kids. We did have one where the kids were kind of getting up and getting rowdy and everything, and you kind of have to stay in character and still try to get those kids sitting down and everything. And I mean, it works out, but you will have those kids in that audience. But generally, our audiences are ranging from like 20s on up, so we don't get a huge amount of kids there.
Yeah. But we've altered shit where like we've dropped certain cuss words and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If there's kids in the audience.
Now, some of the descriptions that we get back on who did it and why from the audience members, I mean, some of those are pretty outrageous. We had a church group come in one time, and the people who won, it was it was risky on what we had to say. It was pretty sexual, and they won fair and square, so we had to hand it out, and we had to say what was on this illusion card in front of this entire church group, and they were really, really good about it. They were laughing just as much, but it was still like, no.
Oh, we love our funny ones though, because that's why we have the creative detective rule. So people can be,
risky and funny, and those generally are the best ones.
Nice.
And we've also performed schools a couple times.
Say you performed what? Oh, that's school?
We performed at schools before.
Oh, okay. So you do, well, you mentioned you've done basement. So besides that, I'm seeing here, you do have, I don't even know if we mentioned it, the location that you actually do these plays is downtown Louisville, correct? Or is it
Bristol Bar and Grill town?
Bristol, okay. So you have taken your show on the road to a school or something, okay?
Yes. I've been hired by one of our Christmas shows got hired by a pretty big Catholic church, and we had about 300 people in the audience. So, I mean, you never know who's going to hire you, and you just have to know what you're going to get before it happens. So, I mean, we kind of let them know, and it plays out that way.
Yeah, the church people are always not so churchy.
I know. It's actually, I mean, it's.
So what's the upcoming, because we're at in June, what's plays that you all have in the very near future?
Murder by Quarry, The Case of the Murderous Masterpiece. That's the Dr. Angus McCrimmon show.
And then
I'm looking, that's September. It's actually, so these I see now. So this, the Murder by Quarry, Saturday, it's a little over a month long, Saturdays for about 6 weeks. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes 7 weeks. It really depends on the show, and how many we can get in there and squeeze in there in that amount of time, to where we can have enough time to start auditioning for the next show coming up, and getting the right amount of people and making sure that we are set up be at the Bristol at that time, because it kind of is based off of when we can get into the Bristol. We've had a pretty good relationship with them, so.
Very cool.
And then the next one is going to be
Oh Deadly Night.
Deadly Night.
Oh Deadly Night.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's your Christmas or holiday, whatever. It's okay.
And we double cast that, so we'll need like 12 actors for it.
Yeah, and those are the ones that are Friday and Saturday shows, because those are, I mean, we get on the same night, we could be somewhere else, I mean, we never know, 2 shows at the same time.
So that's why we have 2 casts. Okay. They split the shows down the middle, like this cast gets this one, this cast gets that one. So nobody's doing too many or too little.
Now, Heather, I'm saying that the Christmas show, or is it the Christmas? Oh, maybe it's the one after that. You actually step into a director role as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I like being in the director's chair. I like to act a lot more, but I really like this show, and I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be a good time, and it's one of our newest ones. It is our new one. So, and then Murder at Lenny's Speakeasy, that's going to be a really fun show as well.
You guys, obviously, with this being nonprofit, besides admission, you do seek sponsors and donors. Tell us how y'all go about that.
It's all you, Heather.
Well, I mean, I'm constantly making films. I don't stop. I have my daytime job, but it also goes along with this. So I'm constantly working. My day starts at 6 a.m., doesn't stop until 12. So it's a long day. Just kind of going out to car dealership, and we ask a lot of our season ticket holders if they're willing to sponsor. We get chiropractor offices. There's always going to be a need for sponsorship, and that helps us get the supplies that we need to keep going and update speakers, and a lot of stuff that people don't realize is extremely expensive, and you can't run a theater without all the money that goes along into that. So
costuming
is not cheap, and we try. I mean, I have a huge costume storage unit, but you never know from show to show what's going to work on one person might not work on another one. So it's a 24-hour a day job.
So this is you guys. This is your full-time job gig. I mean, this is your sleeping.
Well, it's a full-time job, but we have regular jobs during the day on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Very, very busy.
Okay, and very busy and dedicated. Obviously, something that I'm listening to you ladies are very into and very proud of. As far as you mentioned reservations, people, this is something they call in, they can call, or website. How do they go about doing all that?
The number's on there. You can call in and place your orders with me. But we also we're hooked into a company called Eventbrite. And during those show times, the show will be up on the main page, and there'll always be an Eventbrite link. And once they get into that link, it'll take them directly to that point where they can purchase as many tickets as they want. And then they can tell us what they want for food and any limitations they may have and all kinds of stuff like that. So our website is constantly being updated and constantly having all of the new Eventbrite information in it and sponsorship information. Somebody wanted to call in and sponsor with us. They give me a call. I get that information from them, and then I put a link to, if they're a company, I'll put a direct link on our website to their website so someone can click on that chiropractor and go right to their office and get the information they need. So it's kind of a win-win situation down the line.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm making plans. I am going to get to one of these. I see the next ones are between September and October. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. Yeah. I'm all about a good mystery.
Cool.
See if you all can.
I love it.
We won't put it out there too much where you don't understand it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Is that I'll play along. I'm gonna play along. What's all right, before I let you ladies go, share social media. What's all the social media accounts that y'all have that people can connect with you?
We're on Facebook. We're on, obviously, our own webpage. We're on Louisville Acting. I mean, just all kinds of different things. What was another one?
I was like, I'm trying to remember.
I put in stuff all the time. We're in the newspaper. We constantly put ads out in the newspaper.
My Facebook page, I have Erica Goldsmith, actress/model on Facebook.
Nice.
There.
And she uses her actress/model voice when she says that.
I'll get you every time.
Heather, Heather, I sent you a friend request, so accept that so I can tag you on the on this show post that I put out there. So, ladies came on and good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get to how it all happens. I'm forward to it.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for having us on Shooting from the Lip.
Shooting from the Lip. Erica Goldsmith, Heather Hensley. It's WhoDunnit Murder Mystery Theater. Ladies, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Very good stuff. It's something I knew of, was aware of, and talking to these ladies, I'm all about a good murder mystery.